Strange enough, I got up right on time without even an alarm. The clock was showing 9. 999, such a weird thing to happen. I felt sluggish though. Probably it wasn't the best idea to sleep through the day after all. I have to go, I mean. Hey, Gendo! Gendo was a DJ! Yay! Drop them beats like you dropped your son, you bastard. Anyway, sorry. In a couple of minutes, I was standing at the square. The loudspeakers and some DJ equipment were installed at the monument, and the trees were decorated with nothing, with lights. Ah, typical country ball. Lots of pioneers were around, but no familiar faces, so I just sat on a bench and waited. I don't have to dance after all. Maybe I'll be able just to sit and chat with someone. Hey, there's Sad Face. Hi there, Hawaiian dress. Ulsa. Here to suggest something? Come on, let's dance, boy. It's way too early. This isn't even my music yet. There isn't even music yet, excuse me. You're so boring. Yeah, I'm not the merriest of persons in such an event. She ran away. She ran so far away. So Ulsa did wear something like an evening dress. Pretty funny. Just soak it in. Hi, you bastard. What you staring at? Sylvia is what I'm staring at. Hey. She sat down on my side, by my side. How's the evening? Fine. Better now that you're here. Why are you so sad, you bastard? I'm not. Okay, well, dancing will surely cheer you up. Maybe. Don't forget to save a dance for me. She laughed and ran towards the musical equipment. The situation was getting serious. I wouldn't be able to sit through the whole dance party. What's with the yowl? I'm trying to gawk at women here. Can you stop hooting? I'm trying to hoot. Bastard. Hi. Lena came closer. Oh, hi. You're here too. Is that such a wonder? Yeah, she looked kind of pissed. Is it because I dumped her and didn't help her with the medicine? Okay. Gonna light this party up? The joke fell flat. Lena blushed and looked down. Well, maybe not the best idea. Setting things on fire. Oh, okay, then I guess I'll... Yeah. Awkward. She left. Ellipses agreed. Not my best pickup line ever. My best pickup line is... Do you work at Subway? Because I get a foot long every time I see you. Hey. No, it's kidding. It looks like the whole camp was at the square. The pioneers formed large groups, talked, joked, and laughed together. The DJ played also... at a DJ panel, also argued loudly with Olga about the playlist for the evening. Oh, there's the lights. Wow, it's your prom night. Have some fun. Share some memories, but remember to put a rain cap on or you'll have a... Never mind. The music started to play. I don't know the band or the song, but if you ask me, I really felt that I tag it Soviet pop classics. Now that's what I call the Soviet classics. No, now that's what I call fascism, volume 12, something like that. The pioneers just stood there for some time as if not hearing the music. It's always hard to take the first step, especially if you're pretty sure that you'll be the only one who would take it. Ulsa seemed not to grasp that simple truth. She immediately got naked and started dancing on the dance floor. Woo! She reached the center of this floor with bounds and cried out loud, "Let's get this bitch started!" What are you standing around for? By the way, I still wonder what my neighbors think of me yelling random stuff like that. And started to wiggle ridiculously. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Ain't that right, Gendo? Wiggle isn't exactly the word. You couldn't find a better one, though. It looked so silly and funny that I couldn't resist laughing. She noticed. Hey, Simone! I pretended I couldn't hear her. Stop pretending and come over here. I kept ignoring her. The pioneers slowly realized that they weren't too sexy for this party. Was that song even out by this time? I'm too sexy and started to dance. They started to dance. I'm too sexy for this love. It looked really silly from my point of view. Shaking one's arms and legs to the beat to a long-forgotten hit. Come on, get real. Of course, I couldn't dance at all, but this thing couldn't be called a dance either. Hi, Simone. What are you sitting there? Said a drunk lady. Don't you wanna dance? With you, yes. I was so deep in my thought that I hadn't even noticed Sylvia. Not really. Are you sure? She smiled. Maybe later. In the privacy of her own bunks, naked. Damn, what am I even doing here? One more invitation to the dance would have completely ruined my pride. I started to think about an appropriate excuse to leave and was looking for the moment to do so, but then I saw Lena. She was slowly heading my way. Maybe we should go? Where to? I was so immersed in my thoughts I didn't really get what she meant. To the infirmary? But if if you want to stay here at the dance. I doubt she was going to dance. Lena stood aside the whole evening. No, I'll pass. Let's go. Lena, no, Sylvia, me, her. Bumping uglies. Well, I'm ugly, she's beautiful, so bumping half uglies. Shy nerd. Seriously, trying to conceal herself in the corner wasn't very pleasant. A bull in a china shop would be more agile than me on the dance floor. I didn't have the slightest intention of dancing in the first place. Damn it! It was, by any measure, a hard day. I was too tired to think about the evening's events, and I doubted I would have any decent thoughts. The main thing is that I have not a single idea how to react to all this. To Lena, the camp, the whole world. Again, we're not going to Lena. That was an accident. I practically haven't spent even a minute on this looking for answers. Moreover, I've been avoiding it all as if the discovery scared me. And not Lena, Sylvia! The time I spent with her was much more important. Damn it. I could worry myself for a long time, trying to understand what I did wrong and what I didn't do at all. But exhaustion overcame me. Damn it, did I mess up? Did I mess up? Hold on a second here. The hellish ring is on. Yeah, hold on. Let's go here. Let's save game. So I'm going to save game there. Let's go back. And you know what I'm going to do? Very quickly here, because let's go. No. Let's go back. Let's load a game, which is this one. No, this is save. This one's load. Okay, let's load this one again. And let's very quickly. I already saved, so that's fine. Where's the yes? Is there a yes? Oh, that was hidden to me. So we're back at day 3. All right, now the fun thing is, like in the future, I can actually skip all this. Hi, you're sexy. Yes. Yeah, let's do the same thing I did last time. But this time, I'm going to say no. And I can't skip this part. Oh, really? And what exactly are you helping her with? It was turning out bad, but I indeed stand my ground. Her cabin. Euphemism for her cat. Wink. She asked me to clean it up, so on, but you know the mess a cabin is. Sure, she asked you to tidy up her closet, too. The nurse looked at me tensely. Napoleon is bad at Wallaby, yada yada. I remember this, yeah, kind of. Okay then, Pioneer. Well, I'll manage it without you. I apologize, but you see, I said and looked at Lena. She looked at the ground like before, blushing more and more. It's all right. I'll manage on my own. Okay then. An awkward silence followed. I wanted to sink into the ground of my lame lie and probably offended Lena. Goodbye then. See ya. The nurse was smiling spitefully. Yeah, fudge you too. I turned around and walked away, almost running. Though the fact I wanted to run, common sense advised me not to. I came back to my senses when I reached. So what's next? I decided to visit the cabin. Can I skip this? I can. Right, the music. Who cares? I'll skip answers. Okay. Let's go help Sylvia. Again, see, this is what the future playthrough will be. Since I already done most of this stuff, only when we tread over new ground will this actually will new stuff come. So run away. We'll have some fun time with Lena at the bookstore. Hi, and oh my god, I fell on top of your boobs. I'm sorry. And there we go. Wearing the same clothes we always wear. Da 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 da. Oh, here we go. Would you come to a dance party? Oh, hold on. What did she say before? Okay. Are you sure? She smiled. Maybe later. Damn it. What am I even doing here? Okay, so this is where this starts. Dance party if you'd rather. Sit tightly in a corner. Okay, but just a little bit. That's the spirit. There we go. This is what I wanted. You beautiful blue-eyed babe. She reached out her hand to me. We standing there in the middle of the dance floor. Well, in fact, it was me who started standing. Sylvia was warming up, swaying to the beat. She has pigtails, so they sway back and forth like a clock. Oh, by the way, hi Gendo! I was already blaming myself for agreeing for this uncomfortable proposal. Okay, here I am, on the road again. Here I am, on the road again, playing the same old song. What was that song? It's the, Metallica did a cover of it, but I can't remember who sang it originally. I examined the dancing pioneers around me. Nope, I am not prepared for this at all. The music stopped abruptly. Some people were dancing under the momentum, but the majority stopped. Don't panic. The leaders went to the DJ panel and adjusted something there. Next song, ladies and gentlemen. I looked at Sylvia. She stretched out her hand out to me with a smile. You shouldn't refuse the girl. There we go. Better picture. No, we danced for a few music. Still magically out in the middle of wilderness. So is this just a picture every time we dance with one of the girls? It's just a forced picture? We danced for a few minutes. Her chest heaved faster and her face blushed more. Again, quit staring at her boobs. Admittedly, they're fantastic and God's gift to men. But stare at her face a little bit, please. Look her in the eyes. Her beautiful, deep blue eyes drown in the water that is her eye. I'm horribly drunk. Sylvia stared into my eyes. I tried to look away at the dancing pioneers or at my feet or somewhere else. Who's darting her eyes now? It's not Sylvia, it's you, you pansy. It was a strange feeling. My whole body shuddered from time to time. But it was a pleasant shudder without any hint of unease or shame. My mind became calm. I realized that I didn't want to let this girl go, and I am ready to dance with her forever. Hopping next to us, Ulsa stopped for a moment and smirked. Maybe I was seeing things, but I couldn't get rid of the thought that that innocent girl is trying to hint at something. Maybe I made a frightened face, but she was already gone. Is something wrong, you bastard? Sylvia asked quietly. Everything's fine. Matter of fact, it's great. I mean, yeah, see? You and me, Simon, same page. You're on the same page as a drunk man. I hadn't started stammering yet. Yes, you have. I have. But I was about to. You're so tense. Maybe I can relieve it for you. Wink. Little. I said honestly. Boys don't like to dance now, do they? I guess so. She didn't say anything, just smiled. Ellipses looked in awe in the beauty that was us. The song eventually finished. I was still holding Sylvia, but she eventually slipped out of my grasp. Thank you. Yeah, for the dance. I should thank you. Oh, she's smiling. I just stood there and stared at her for some time. The next track started playing. Would you like one more? No, I think I'll rest for a little. Why? I tried to leave the square as soon as possible. Oh, hey, this is a new scene. Again, train. Follow the train. Hitchhike like Bob Dylan. Go to north of Vancouver. I don't remember how I ended up at the beach. You walked there. Why did I run away? I ran so far away. Again, it's the 80s. Couldn't get away. It looked exactly like running away. The dance was nice. Sylvia was pleased. But something wasn't right. I felt restless even. Just thinking about the ball. Maybe I just lost my grasp on the situation and got a tad bit emotional. That happens rarely. I always tried to behave and calmly assess the situation. But did I manage it this time? I sat on the sand and looked at the river. The full moon was hanging above the water. Memories overwhelmed me. What, the memories of Sylvia being naked? Oh, no, I've used it. Okay. I was 6 years old. Me and my father were fishing. I cast my fishing rod clumsily and wait. 1 minute, 2, 10, no fish bite. Meanwhile, my father gets one after another. Simon, how do you do that? Oh, how do you do that? He explains, but now I don't remember the details. I'm 9 years old. A dark, incomplete building near a country house full of ghosts, vampires, and maybe just a hobo. An unstable wooden ladder on the second floor, hanging above the abyss, a hole in the basement. I'm scared, but I climb up and down the ladder every day. A brick falls on my foot, and I lose a toenail. I'm random, that one. I am 12 years old. My first victory in a video game tournament. Wow, I haven't done that yet. We played a console fighting game and an imaginary audience applause. Oh, I see your victory. I'm 15 years old. I score several wonderful goals with my heel and my wonderful shot from 30 meters away into the upper corner of football. Rather soccer in America. I'm 17. My first love. Transcendent images of shallow slipping away and vanishing in the city haze. I can't catch her among the buildings and corners. Following members become clear but far less vivid. The images of my childhood youth that I saw was unclear. They lacked detail and I couldn't quite see the faces of the people. Sometimes they just look a lot like a canvas covered with spilled paint. But the feelings of those hazy images were so much warmer than those of my more recent memories. Ellipses was always there, though. Ah, there you are. Oh, the music. This is like the main theme, isn't it? Sylvia leaned over me. I didn't get the fright. Why are you all leaving so soon? Just felt like being alone for a bit. It was like I hid in a shell. There was no outer world for me. And I responded the same way in a stimuli. I was like the three monkeys. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Isn't it just beautiful here? Sylvia looked at the river. Yeah, yes it is. How about one more dance? No, thanks. I'm fine. Deep inside, I knew I shouldn't be so shocked with Sylvia, but I was like a puppet on a string, forced to say things I would never have said under normal circumstances, almost like it was written in a video game. What are you thinking about? Nothing. You can't think about nothing. I'm a guy. We can stare at a wall and think about nothing, trust me. Or boobs. Usually it's boobs. 9% of the times, boobs. She pouted her and smiled after that, letting me know that she wasn't offended. You always think about something, even if you don't notice it. That may be true. So, what are you thinking about now? About owls. I said the first thing that came to mind. Why owls? Because that bastard was following me and Lena in the previous story. She laughed. You know, I don't know. Have you ever seen any owls? Of course I have. What a silly question. Do you like them? They're just a bird, like any other. Ah, a night bird. Sylvia specified. Yeah, a night bird. A night bird. I imagined an owl. A little feathered box and a huge blinking eyes. Oh yeah, a night owl. No, I'm more of a night predator. You know, they are day larks and night owls. Some like to get up early, and some like to sleep in. Her words brought me back to reality. I pictured a dusty room, full of junk, a mountain of unwashed plates on a table, guitar rotting in a corner, a necktie hanging from a lamp, and the pinnacle of all, the heap of dirty socks under my bed. I was indeed a night owl. Night was my time. But somehow I was managing to get up early in this camp. I know. So, what are you? A night owl, I guess. I like to sleep. And I'm a daylark. The earlier you get, the more you can do during the day. There really is nothing urgent for me to do since I don't see any difference between night and day. It's just quieter and calmer during the night. Sylvia, don't you have any problems at all in your life? What do you mean? She wondered. You're always so joyful, so ready to help, so eager to start to do something. It's like nothing can upset you. Why? She laughed. I'm just an ordinary person. Wink. That's right. Just an ordinary person in an ordinary place. I sometimes think that I am a strange one here. A stranger in a strange land. I need to read that book. Don't you know? Don't you like this camp? I don't mean only the camp. In the previous, I stumbled. I shouldn't speak frankly with her. At home, too. I think that I'm not like the others. I'm not where I belong. Oh, now stop that. Don't you be silly now. I was closing myself off from the rest of the world just a moment ago, and now I was opening my heart to this girl. What is happening to me? No, really. You wouldn't pay any attention to me under any order. You wouldn't pay attention to me normally now, would you? I'm so different from you. I'm lazy, unsociable, and have no outstanding talents. I would be the last person you would notice in the crowd of a large city. Though for me, even going outside is rare. Damn it, it's a mirror. Simon, you scared me. She looked at me seriously. I got embarrassed and didn't avert my eyes. Am I wrong? Ugh, of course. You are you. There is no other person like you. And God bless it, otherwise this world would be horrible. You should just have some self-esteem, you bastard. And patience, you bastard. And you could do anything, you bastard. Why do I keep saying bastard? No doubt about it. I looked at the sky. If only everything could be as simple as you say. It's not difficult at all. You know, let's start right now. Start what? Changing. Clothes? Just like that? How do you imagine we can do that? We should do something useful. For instance? Well, she thought for a moment. Let's clean up the square. The ball is already finished. Just the two of us? Would I be able to do all the work? There isn't that much to do. The first step is the most important. You put one foot in front of the other, and you keep walking out that door. You bastard, and never come back. Sorry, I'm mixing up metaphors there. I can argue with her on that point, but taking down the lighting from the trees in the dark, moving heavy audio equipment, and sweeping, none of that was on my to-do list. But I didn't know how to nicely refuse her. Maybe we can do it tomorrow? With everyone? Why put it off until tomorrow? Wouldn't it be wonderful to stand in a clean square during the lineup? First of all, I don't even like the lineups in general. Hey, I understand you, but this is too much. Sylvia thought for a moment. Yes, looks like you got it right. Even I can be right sometimes. And she can be wrong. Then, she stretched out and yawned. Let's just sleep on it then. Can I sleep on you? A nice idea, but I want to talk more. Isn't it too early? No. Sylvia objected critically. You'll sleep all day tomorrow then. Tell me a bedtime story then. I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. I know only the ones I read in books. You must know them too. Maybe I do. What a failure. Me. Shall we go? She stretched out her hands to me. I'll stay here for a while longer. You know, I need the fresh air. You can go. Good night, beautiful princess. Ach, good night, you bastard. So there you go. That was actually a quite beautiful picture. Sylvia ran away. Maybe it was my smell. I wanted to enjoy my total defeat first. I couldn't stand being with her even a minute longer after that brilliant idea. Bedtime stories. What in the world was I thinking? That's how things are. You try to have a casual chat with a girl and it turns up being a complete flop. Excuse me while I go cry in the corner for a moment. I stared into the night sky. The stars, those small lamps, and lamps of distant suns. I like lamps better. It's more poetic. Again, full moon. Because it was a full moon when we were with Lena. Blinking as if they were laughing at me! Screw you! I'm yelling a lot today. Again, what do my neighbors think? I turned over and blurred and buried my face in the sand. I suffocated. The end. After a moment, I realized that there was another one of my bright ideas, on par with asking a bedtime story. I stood up, spitting grit, and went to the leader's cabin. Ellipses laughed as I walked in failure. My back itched all the way. Not only my back, but my whole body. No wonder. I haven't had a bath for several days, while it's really hot here during the daytime. So you sweat like a pig. I should find some soap and a towel. I can find everything in Olga's cabin. Hey, Gendo. After a couple of minutes, I was again at the square with my bag of bathing accessories. I have to find a bathhouse now. Oh, what the hell? I've never seen this picture before. There's actually a bathhouse? Didn't we bathe in public last time? Or at least I know Alice and Ulsa did. It was easy. The building was just off the edge. I've never seen this before. It really is the best place for a bathhouse. I think there was no Blair Witch inside, but the light was still on. And whose bright idea was it to have a bath at midnight? I muttered below my breath. There's only one person. Is it a boy or a girl? In the first case, we can just bathe together with no worries. I'm not fond of public baths, but I can cope with them from time to time. The second case, I would have to wait or scratch myself the whole night through. You mean rub your... who knows how long I'd have to wait. I peeped into the window. Do I have to censor this again? But couldn't see anything because of the steam. Okay, I don't have to censor. Suddenly, Sylvia appeared right before me as if from a thick fog. I do have to censor this. Do I have to censor that? That is... wow. Naturally, she was naked. As always. I mean, this isn't the first time we saw her naked. Just like anyone else in the bath would be. Dumbstruck, I stared at her. I never seen... You did! You just... Oh, well, that close. I'm about to say, you just saw her yesterday naked. Through the glass. My organ reacted as it should. That's putting it politely. Nerve impulse traveled through my eyes, down my body. It seemed like I couldn't leave my observation point no matter what, even if war broke out. But Sylvia didn't notice me. She was washing herself leisurely, rinsing her hair. She still has the knots in her hair. Body with a sponge and pouring water down her bucket herself. Then she started to wash her hair. I can't imagine how much time she needs to wash it completely, but a few seconds, but minutes flew like seconds, and that's how immersed I was in the sight. Ellipses took pictures. Finally, she finished washing, sighed with satisfaction and walked to the door. Ellipses panicked. I managed to come to my senses just a moment. She went into the changing room from the left side to hide nearby bushes. The best thing to do was not tempt fate, but leave, and I realized that it's too late. Sylvia appeared on the porch after just a moment, stood there for a while enjoying the night breeze, and walked in the direction of my hideout. I had dozens of excuses in mind, but she went by without even looking in the bushes I was hiding in. Look like I'm lucky, in more than one way. I cautiously got out and went to Olga's cabin, completely forgetting the intention to have a bath. We wanted to do something else. Hey, Gendo, did you see what I see, Gendo? That was amazing! And Gendo sees all. I was totally exhausted and wanted to just fall in bed and doze off. My eyes couldn't wait and were closing from time to time. It was dangerous even to blink. I still didn't know the cabin well enough to walk there with my eyes closed. Ellipses led the way. Suddenly, Sylvia appeared before me. Are you going to sleep? Well, yes. Right this moment, I remembered the sight of the bathhouse and averted my eyes slyly. And you? I'm cleaning up. She took a broom out from behind her back. Sylvia, with a broom in an empty square at night, looked like a witch for children phrase there. What? Nothing. I might have seen some pink stuff, but is it really a good idea to... Way to go! After a bath. And how do you know I had a bath? I physically felt... Just say I was going to the bathhouse, saw you coming out of it. Sylvia stared at me in surprise. Well, your hair's wet. Oh, so you're right. I wanted the earth to swallow me up so I would vanish. This world just suddenly and irreversibly had vanished mine. And you're going to have a bath too. Me? Well, Sylvia looked at my bag in my hands. Yes, so, good night. I turned around and darted towards the bathhouse. Now it's her turn to watch me. How shameful. I walked slowly, trying to curse myself for all that had happened. I shouldn't have peeped in the first place. But if I peeped anyways, then I may have paid attention and think about excuses beforehand. Oh. Ellipses. It didn't take much time for me to... Oh, okay. Yeah, Ellipses helped me. He's always willing to help me wash my back. Looked like night made his own ball or possibly his own concert. The stars were the lights. The birds and the insects were the orchestra. An owl hooting somewhere was its director. The sound of the wind in the trees were the applause of the audience. Applause. The night looked more beautiful than when we started stand in the forest. Suddenly I heard a noise from the bushes behind me. I shivered, but didn't get scared. It may be a squirrel or another animal. Nevertheless, I should check it out. I went to the bushes, but I didn't find anything or anyone suspicious. It just seemed, with a clean body and calm spirit, I went to the leader's cabin. Olga was already asleep. I went to bed without taking my clothes off and covered myself with a blanket. I could fall asleep for a long time remembering naked Sylvia, whose image could not be eclipsed by thoughts about finding answers. So there you go. That's what would have happened if I didn't misclick. There you go. Day 4. This is the day 4 we wanted. Excuse me. I'm stretching myself. And again, it starts out the same. So there wouldn't have been a drastic change, but we got to see that image. So let's go ahead and save over this one. Yeah, let's overwrite that data. There we go. So now we are on the correct path with Sylvia. We didn't accidentally date Lena or dance with Lena. Yeah, let's go to the menu. My voice is about shot and I'm probably too many drinks in. So we'll end the video there. Me having to censor this video later because there's no subtle. Like the last one, I did a little subtle edit because I could have left it blank. There was no detail in it. It was just kind of ambiguous. That one, it was outright automnal. Well, automnal. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot more detail in it, so I should edit to avoid any controversy on YouTube as far as censorship goes. The censorship, getting it flagged for inappropriate. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, but yeah, I'll end the video there. So there, again, was the wrong and right way to go. So I might just edit out the Lena part or do like quick whips of it. But all that aside, we're well on the path to Lena. We've seen her naked twice. Essentially every day we've seen her naked so far. I mean, will we see her naked on the 3rd or technically the 4th day? We'll find out. Yeah, so I'll play again later. Let me know if you still want to see more of this or any of this. Suggestions always appreciated. Drink recipes are also appreciated because speaking of drinks, let me drink and end the video here on that awkward note. So yeah, we'll find out more about Lena next time. So thanks again for watching and see ya next time. I said next time twice. Anyway, see ya.